Okay, so in this video we're going to talk about your hips to help create power, but we're also going to talk about your impact position to help improve your strike. So firstly, we're going to deal with your hips to help with stability and your power. So firstly, for stability, what you want to try and do is get into golf posture, arms across your shoulders. I then want you to try and rotate your hips without moving your shoulders, but also without swaying side to side. Okay, so try and turn our hips nice and slowly without moving your shoulders. Now it's really good to educate your hips in that fashion, because in the golf swing you've got to try and turn your hips separate to your shoulders. And this happens at the top of the swing. We try and fire our hips towards the target and we're turning them at the same time. So firing them towards the target and turning them. So when the hips turn no more, they then throw the hands and the arms through impact. So that's really important. If you're one of these golfers that flip the ball, it's probably because your hips are stopping, kind of pointing at the ball, then you end up scooping the ball and you're losing power, but you're also losing your strike. So really good to do this drill, just trying to turn those hips without moving the shoulders, then take it one step further, go to the top of the swing, and now try and drive those hips towards target and rotate them towards target. Again, trying to limit the movement of those shoulders just to train that movement. The more you do this, the easier you'll find it when you take it to the golf range and to the golf course, because then you'll want to take it up to the top, fire your hips, then the hands and the arms come through. It's educating that separation between your hips and the shoulders. Now the terminology for it is actually the kinematic sequence. That's a sequence that how the downswing happens. So it actually works, go to the top, it's your knees and your hips that start, then your torso, then your arms, then the hands and club come through last. So that's a sequence of the downswing. Now something that's really going to help with your impact position as well, what we try and look for at impact is hands, let's get a golf club here, so we want to see hips to the target, hands in front of the ball, okay, so you feel like you're crushing that ball, or kind of squeezing it into the ground. Now a really good drill for this is, all you need is the kind of a corner of the room, rest the club up against the corner of the room. I've got sort of the kitchen surface here, so rest the club against the corner of the room. You're then going to turn your hips completely towards target, so as much as you can. You're then going to push your hands and club against the work surface or against the corner of the room. And that gets a sensation of that squeezing the ball. Now what you don't want to do is be leaning your body into it. You want to try and keep that body back as you're pushing through. So keep your kind of head over where the ball would be. Turn your hips and press your hands, or squeeze your hands forward. Again, I'll do that face on, so imagine I'm against the corner of a room. I turn my hips, pushing my club against the work surface, keeping my head over where the ball would be. You don't want to be leaning forward, you don't want to be leaning back, you just want to stay in that centered position, drive the hips through, turn the hips, squeeze the hands forward. You don't want to be getting your chest all over it either, try and just keep that chest neutral, it'll open up slightly, and then push those hands forward. That's going to give that sensation of that crushing the ball, using the true loft through the hit rather than flipping and adding loft or creating that thin or that top that we sometimes hit. So by getting the hands in front of the ball and squeezing it, you'll strike the ball a lot better. Try these for like 10 minutes a day, every day for about a week, and just see the results when you go out on that golf course, and just see how much it improves your ball striking or the distance. And email me or message me and let me know how it goes, because I'm always interested to see how you're getting on with these drills, and I look forward to your emails.